Okay, good afternoon, everybody. It is time for the Robin's Nest Live. Once again, here we are. Another Monday. I don't know how these days and weeks just keep flying on by, but they do, you know? And so here we are. It's another day, another week. And today, we are going to focus on warm-ups as we do always on Monday, but I felt like it might be a cool time to talk about what are called SOVTs. So SOVT exercises, that stands for semi-occluded vocal tract exercises. And these are really great exercises that help you literally warm up the voice. I think a lot of times we confuse like warming up versus training the voice. But they're not the same. They're not the same thing. Who knew, right? So just in the same way that you warm up your body for exercise, right? The warm up is not the workout. Would you agree? So the same thing is true with the voice. And so SOVT exercises are really, really great ways to start to get your voice moving in a gentle way so that you're not like aggressively expecting your voice to just snap into action. You know what I'm saying? So that's what our focus is going to be on today. Hold on, let me just adjust my mic. Okay, cool. I should be louder now. But yeah, that's what we're going to focus on today. And we have a special guest. We have a special guest. My special guest is my Dr. Vox. And the Dr. Vox is like the SOVT must-have, right? Because what it allows you to do is do all those things that I was mentioning earlier, get the blood flowing to the voice, get your voice moving and working and ready to go in such a gentle way, in such a way that is like so easy to do. You don't have to worry about whether you're doing it right or wrong. Like it's such a gentle way to wake up the voice. And it's my favorite. I do not warm up without my Dr. Vox at this point. So I'm going to show you all how it works today. But just in case you don't have a Dr. Vox yet, right? If you don't have a Dr. Vox yet, I highly recommend that you grab yours. Oh no, I'm buffering. Hey, Nat. Hi, Kayla. Okay, how do you get one of those? Well, you can actually, there's a link in my profile. And if you use that link, actually, you'll get 10% off from the Robin's Nest off your first Dr. Vox. So I'm just saying. Yeah, I love my Dr. Vox too. It's really, really, really great. Hi, Joshua. What's up? Yes. I am getting ahead of myself because normally, what do we do when we start the Robin's Nest Live? We gotta say hello. So if you're here in the chat, say what's up. I would love to say what's up back to you. And just real quick, just in case this is your first time hanging out with me, my name is Ashley Robin. I am a singer, songwriter, producer, and I'm also a musicianship coach. That last part means that whatever makes you fully the music creator you desire to be, whether that's vocals, songwriting, ear training, or production. Hey, Aubrey. Hello. Is that Ellison? Good to meet you. Good to see you. And so if any of those four areas are what you need help with, I am your girl. I can help you with all four of those. Again, that's vocals, songwriting, ear training, and production. I've been singing seriously, studying music for about 18 years now. I've been teaching other people either about music or how to make music for about 13 years now. I'm a signed artist. I work with other labeled artists. I've sung backgrounds for live television broadcasts, live concerts at really cool spaces like the Apollo Theater in New York City, where I am from, born and raised. Concerts, live events, studio sessions. I get called on to run rehearsals, arrange vocals, all that good stuff. I've had the pleasure of coaching folks that work with people like Lana Del Rey, Pharrell Williams, and Burna Boy. And guess what? Every time you log on or tap in to the Robin's Nest Live, I am your coach too. So the Robin's Nest Live is all about creating a safe space for us to grow together as musicians and artists. So if you are serious about succeeding at the craft, that's literally what the Robin's Nest is here for. I am here to make it easier for all of us to do that together. And so I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On Mondays like today, we do sing-along vocal warm-ups together that promote our vocal health. I also take questions on Mondays as well. So, if you've got questions after today's warm-up, definitely drop them in the chat. I would love to help. On Wednesdays, we do ear training. And on Fridays, we do warm-ups as well, but the focus is a bit more on vocal agility. So if you're just joining us, what we're doing today is we are going to focus on what are called SOVT exercises. I'm going to show you some of my favorite ones. I want you to try them at home. I am going to feature, though, this bad boy right here. And again, this is like the SOVT must-have. This is a Dr. Box. If you would like one and you want to get 10% off from the Robin's Nest, there's a link in my description and there's a link in my profiles if you're watching me on TikTok or Instagram. But the reason I love this so much is because, like I said, it's a gentle way to get the blood flowing. And I don't think we always remember, I don't think we're always mindful that the warm-up and the training are not the same thing, right? When we go to use our voices and practice singing, warming up and training your voice is not the same. Right, so this is great for the warm-up. So I'm looking at you, looking at the chat. Hey, Nat, what is the box used for again? Is it good? Yes, it's good for warming up. No worries. Abraham, I appreciate you for letting me be your background. Let me be your background vibe for a little bit. Yes, it's true. You don't want to over-sing when you warm up. And so making sure that you don't want to over-sing when you train. You don't want to harm your voice when you train your voice. And so one of the best ways you can avoid that is to make sure that you have had a good warm up. So let's get into it, shall we? Usually what we do first is we stretch. So let's not skimp on that today. If you're warming up with me today, let's go ahead. Let's take our head over the left shoulder. Because the body has to be ready too. The whole thing. Your whole body is your instrument. Okay. Good. We're stretching. Let's take our head over the right shoulder. And let me just remind you, if you're hanging out with me today, if you're going to be warming up with me today, make sure that you, number one, if you're a lower voice, you can take everything an octave below. If anything hurts, I mean, SOVTs are so gentle, you really should not feel any pain or strain today. But if you do, definitely stop. Definitely stop. Singing is not supposed to hurt, and SOVTs are definitely not supposed to hurt. Okay, they're literally the opposite of hurting. Okay, let's take our chin to our chest. We're stretching. Okay, let's look up at the ceiling. Take your hands in the center of the chest, pull down. Wonderful. Okay, let's do some tongue stretches. Clean your teeth. Let's do a big chew. I know for a fact that if somebody is just joining right now and they have no context, I probably look insane, but it's fine. All right, cool. Let's gently move the jaw. All right. Nice. Let's do some breathing. Never, Abraham? Well, I'm glad that you joined us today. Yes, this is great. I'm introducing you to a whole new life. All right, let's do some breathing. We got to have the breathing exercise banger. We can't do our breathing exercises without the breathing exercise banger. All right, cool. So we're going to start with consonant pulses. Make sure that you feel the pulse in your upper abdomen. Okay, that's where the power of your voice comes from. It doesn't come from here, it comes from here. All right, cool. So let's do it. Starting with K on the beat. Here we go. And SH. Sh, 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 F. T. V. Z. Back to K. Good. All right, now let's do a controlled exhale. Controlled exhale. I'm busy. Stop doing interesting stuff. You're distracting me. I apologize, Abraham. I apologize. But let's do our controlled exhales now. Okay, we're going to breathe in for 4, pause for 2, then for as long as we can, make sure that that upper abdomen is the source of your strength for this exercise. Here we go. And breathe. Cool. Let's do it again. This time we're going to change the count. So in for 2, pause for 1, for as long as we can. Thank you for the likes, Aubrey. I appreciate it. Are you ready? Here we go. Get ready. In for 2, pause for 1, and breathe. Ooh. Okay, I'm so glad that you caught my live at the perfect time, Aubrey. I'm glad. Thought this is gonna set you up real nice for your long musical day. All right, let's do one more. We're gonna breathe in for 1, pause for a very short, undisclosed amount of time, and then we're gonna for as long as we can. And of course, this version of it is going to be a lot closer to what we actually have time for when we're singing, right? We don't always have this exorbitant amount of time to breathe in. But let me tell you, a lot of us are not used to this idea, but make sure that when you do have a long, exorbitant amount of time, that you do take a nice big breath. It's gonna calm you. It's gonna calm your body, right? That's a great part of it. But it's also going to leave you not gasping for air right before you have to come in, right? So get in the habit of breathing in advance as much as you can and wherever you can. All right, here we go. In for 1, pause for short, and then here we go. And that last one was powerful. All right, cool. Let me just check real quick. I know that my YouTubers and my Instagrammers can hear me. TikTok, can you hear me? Can you hear the music as well? Just checking. I want to make sure because sometimes I'll be on live on on TikTok for like nth amount of minutes. Perfect. And not even know my sound is not coming through properly. The worst. Thank you. I'm glad you agree. I love the breathing banger. It's a beat that I made. It's called Agia. Agia? Yeah, Agia. Yeah, because I don't know how to speak Portuguese, but it's called Agia. I called it that because I wanted to know what the Portuguese term for heartburn was, because I did Brazilian Brazilian funk for the beat. Thank y'all for the likes and hearts and things. All right, cool. I'm frozen on Insta. Boo. Okay. Well, let's get into our exercises. We gotta phase out of the beats, and oh, you know what? My piano's not even ready. My piano's not even ready for action. What's going on? But yeah, if you're just joining us today, we are focusing on SOVTs. SOVT stands for semi-occluded vocal tract, and these kinds of exercises are great for gently easing your voice into being used for the day. Thank you for the follow. Is it Stasia? I hope I'm saying it right. Oh, yes. I hope that goes very well. Be very brave. Show them what you got. Show them what you got. Okay. I want to say something. I mean, no, I won't say it. Just show them what you got, okay? Sing pretty, and just don't forget to let your personality shine through. Okay? Don't forget to let your personality shine through. But anyhow, SOVT, semi-occluded vocal tract. That means that as we do the exercises, not only are we going to be breathing out, like our voice is going to be coming forward like a breath, but that breath is going to bounce back to our vocal folds and massage the vocal folds, right? That's what I'm saying. It's a very good, healthy way to start. It's very soothing for the voice, and it allows you to explore your range without pushing your voice too hard too soon. So when you warm up, right, the goal is to wake up your voice so that you can train it. So you don't just, there's some folks out there. Thank you, Millie, for the follow. There's some folks out there who like sing a song to warm up. That's not a warm up, friend. That's not a warm up, friend. Basically, what you've done is you've pushed your voice out of bed and said, go, go, go right now, go, go. We don't want to do that to our voices. We want to wake it up calm and gentle. All right, cool. So, first thing we're going to do is a fifth slide. All right. Now, you can do whatever you feel comfortable doing, right? We can do puffy cheeks, right? So we're going to go. That exercise is amazing because what it does is it does the vocal tract thing, but it also really forces you to feel your breath support in your upper abdomen. You cannot do the puffy cheeks exercise without really supporting your sound. You're going to really feel it here. So that's a great option. You can also do lip trills. Just make sure that, just quickly, if you do the puffy cheeks, just make sure that you are breathing, right? You can put your finger in front of your face, pretend you're blowing out a candle, so you can feel the air on your finger. Don't be like, right? But the puffiness of your cheeks should be coming from the air that you're blowing out. Okay? Yeah, I know. Yeah, lip trills can be a little rough sometimes. So I'm going to give you some options. Every option that I give you is an SOVT, right? So you can do puffy cheeks. You can do lip trills. You can do raspberries. These are kind of a mess, but. Or if you have a singing straw or this baby, you can use this instead. Oh, but don't forget. Oh God, don't forget. I almost forgot. When you use your Dr. Vox, especially for those of you who get it for the first time, I did this the first time, and sometimes I have to check myself and remind myself not to do this. Make sure that you uncork the other side, okay? Both sides are supposed to be open when you use the Dr. Vox. If you do not uncork the backside, you will get a very unpleasant surprise. So just make sure that you uncork both sides. Okay. Okay. All right. Checking the chat. I think we're okay. Okay. So. Okay. So if we do the fifth slide, like we're doing, it's going to sound like this. Right. There's so many things that can happen when you don't read the instructions on your doctor box. Like filling it all the way to the top. Right? Not taking out the back. Like, just make sure that you do all the things, okay? Make sure you do all the things when you do decide to get it. All right, let's do it. You got your choices, right? If you don't have a doctor box, puffy cheeks, lip trills, or raspberries. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Nice one, Tink. I like puffy cheeks too. I like puffy cheeks as well. If I don't have my doctor box on me, I go for puffy cheeks. They feel really, 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 really great. They're like I said, they're really great for training your breath support. They really soothe the vocal folds. In fact, if you want to take it up a notch, what you could do is put a finger on your lips when you do it. So like, you could do that. Or you could take your whole hand and cover your mouth. And for some reason, there was a vocal coach. Her name is Genevieve. She was the first person I ever saw do that. And it is like the game changer of game changers. Like that's the sort of thing. Oh, Kayla, mine is at a 6 right now. My level is at a 6. So if you've never used the doctor box before, there's levels at which you can fill it up with water. And depending on how much you fill it up with water, that's going to increase the resistance that you get when you blow into it, right? So mine is at a 6. I don't like mine to be too tough unless there's purpose in that. I use the side of Post-it notes to do the puffy cheeks. What you mean? What you mean, Josh? But yes. Yeah, you can put your fingers over your mouth or your hand over your mouth. I'm glad you found me too, Tink. So you could do one of those two options, but either way, well, the more fingers you put, the more resistance you get. Got you. Okay, yeah. So if you put your whole hand, that's like max resistance. 2 fingers, that's less. Just blowing, that's less. But either way, the resistance is soothing and doing the thing it's supposed to do with your voice. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I think I might double back and do a video just with the exercises because, I am, I'm live. So I want to talk to y'all. So the playback on this is probably going to be a little rough. But that's okay. And speaking of playback, if you ever want to watch any of my Robin's Nest live warm-ups or ear training exercise sessions or whatever, my YouTube channel is where they all live. So every time you see me go live, these exact sessions are saved on my YouTube channel. So if you were to go to my YouTube channel right now, there's like tons tons of ROBINSNEST live videos waiting for you. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Minus out of 7, need to take it down. Yeah, you can. Yeah, just pour it out. Pour it out. All right. I think we were up here. All right. And this is, honestly, it's already hard for me to play the piano. For those of you, if you know, you know. If you've been in the ROBINSNEST, you know that me and the piano don't get along all the time. But it's even harder to do it with the Dr. Box in my hand. But whatever. Normally when I warm up, I don't play myself. Like, I don't play the piano as I warm up. I give myself a note, and then I move down. Right? But since you all are here, I want to give you all a top-notch experience, you know what I'm saying? So, let's do it. In fact, let's change the exercise. Let's go back to the bottom. You can come down the keyboard on your own, but I just want to move it along because I don't have a ton of time. All right, so let's do another exercise I love to do, another SOVT. And remember, you can do lip trills or puffy cheeks or your Dr. Box. You got choices. I do think this exercise works better with the lip trills, though. Puffy cheeks is going to be a little slow on this one. Right, but the exercise goes like this. Okay. Right, that might feel a little cumbersome on puffy cheeks, but maybe you want that. Maybe you want that resistance, right? If you've ever watched like Dragon Ball Z, if I have any Dragon Ball Z fans in the room, you know what happens when they take off the weights. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take off the wrist weights, right? They drop the wrist weights on the floor. They take the ankle weights off, right? And then they're like super, super fast, right? So maybe the same thing will happen if you decide to do this exercise on puffy cheeks, right? It'll be the resistance that will allow you to do it faster without it later. I don't know. Maybe that metaphor worked. Maybe it didn't. But, you know, whatever. It won't work if you've never watched Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's too much happening at once. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Three more. And down. workers. So one of my favorite things about SOVTs is that, especially like puffy cheek exercises and the Dr. Vox, is that they really uncover how lazy how lazy we are or how lazy we have been, right? Because you cannot do some of these SOVT exercises without being completely present. Like, you can't just be like, you have to actually breathe well, and you have to really support your sound the whole way. If you don't support your sound the whole way, that's when you lose the motor, right? That's when like the notes don't come out anymore. All those things will happen when you're not completely invested in the exercise. So just keep that in mind. And in fact, that's true for every exercise, and it's true for whenever you sing. Like, if you're not going to be completely present with your voice, why? You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking to you and speaking to me at the same time, right? It's just extremely important. I call it, when I coach my students, I call it staying with the bike, right? When I coach my artists, I coach them to stay with the bike. And what that means is, like, if you've ever had somebody teach you how to ride a bike, right? A lot of times, especially when the training wheels have just got taken off, right? They will hold the handles and walk or jog alongside of you as you pedal the bike for the first time, and you stabilize it. You're keeping it stable, and they're helping you keep it stable. And so I want you to kind of visualize your voice as a kid on a bike, right? I want you to stay with your voice, and that will allow you to remain pitch accurate. That will allow you to remain, within the performance. And that's the stuff that makes a difference between, you hitting all your notes, you singing your best, you like being able to give everything you desire to give. You have to be with your voice. If not, you're leaving too much up to chance. Okay. Oh man, I am live on TikTok right now, Abraham. I totally am. I don't know. If I'm not freezing for everybody else, I'm not freezing for myself. Like, I can usually see when my connection is bad. I don't see that that's happening on my end right now. But yeah, if you want to try to catch me on YouTube, or you want to try to catch me on TikTok, I'm there. Okay, but to be fair, I won't be there much longer. I got about maybe 5 more minutes before I need to go teach Control Your Sound, which is a free session that teaches you about how there are 7 feelings hidden inside of the major scale that you can use to take your songwriting and your production and your harmony arranging to the next level. So if you would like to join me for that, I have a session today at 1 p.m. You got 10 minutes to sign up. And there's also a 7 p.m. Eastern session as well. But if you hang around the Robin's Nest and you do enjoy like my harmony videos and things like that, this session explains what I'm doing and the scales that I'm using in order to get those sounds. And I'm going to show you how you can start using them too. Okay. So join me. You click the links on my link and even the YouTube didn't work? That's weird. Okay. That's weird. I don't know what's going on. But okay, let's do a couple more. We got time for. So like I was saying earlier, the cool thing about SOVTs is that they allow us to explore our range without it being too taxing on the voice too quickly, right? So let's try. Let's start when we've already been doing an octave. So now let's do 2 octaves. Let's do 2 octaves. So the exercise is... right? So that's 1 3 5 1 3 5 4 2 7 5 3 2 1. I almost forgot. Modes. Yes, Abraham modes. So that's the exercise. Okay, let's do it. And let's stick around at the top for a little bit longer. Okay, so we're gonna go. Where we at? Here we go. I got one more in me. Oh gosh. Woo. Last one. Yeah. Now, all SOVTs don't give you the same ab burn. I'll tell you. Puffy cheeks gives you the ab burn. You know what? I've never felt like ab work happening on raspberries before, but maybe that's just because I hate raspberries. They're so messy. So maybe I don't do them enough to actually feel it. So I could be wrong, but my point is, the great thing about SOVTs is the amount of air support that you need to do it. And so when you do SOVTs, not only are you waking up your voice gently, but a lot of the time you are also improving and increasing your breath support. Yeah, no problem, Abraham. Thanks for hanging around. But yeah, so I think that's going to cut it for today's session. Like I said, I have to go teach Control Your Sound. And again, if you want to join me, if you'd like to join me for the session, it's totally free. Okay, and basically what I'm talking about is I'm teaching about the 7 feelings that are hidden within the major scale that can help you diversify, really take your songwriting, your production, your vocal arranging, your harmonies, your improvisation to the next level. I love talking about this stuff because it just awakens such really cool things in amazing musicians and amazing singers. Like, you could already be doing amazing, like your voice sounds amazing, riffs and runs are great, all that sort of stuff. But like, if you're not training your ear, you are leaving a lot of skill on the table. Okay, so for my beasts out here, my beastie people, my beastie singers, my people who can run people under a bus, train your ear so that you can have even more of a beastie time. Okay, train that ear. Okay, I think I actually interrupted my Instagram stream, but you know, something's always happening. Anyway, train your ear. And if you want to train your ear with the Robin's Nest, I have tons of resources for you to do that. But again, right now I'm about to go into my Control Your Sound session, and this is a free session that teaches you about those 7 feelings hidden within the major scale that you can use to diversify your sound. If you feel like you're, writing the same thing over and over again, you feel like your riffs and your runs are getting stale, you want to make your vocal harmonies more complex, then you definitely want to join me. The sign up is in my bio. If you're watching me on TikTok, if you're watching me on YouTube, it's actually not in my YouTube description. Maybe it will be later. I don't know. But yeah, join me. We start in 3 minutes. It's free. There's another session at 7. And I also have another 2 sessions tomorrow. So Tuesday, there's a 1 p.m. Eastern session and a 7 p.m. Eastern session. So if you want the information, come get it. I'm giving it out. Let's do it. And for those of you who really want to dive in, like you really want to learn and really grow your ear in this particular area, Modes Workshop Live is coming. Modes Workshop Live is coming. We start on February the 17th. It is an 8-week session, and I will teach you every mode of the major scale. We're going to go through all 7 of them. You are going to learn how to use them, what they're made of, where they go, how they move. You're going to learn it in depth, and you're going to be challenged to start using them. So by the time we finish the 8-week session, not only are you going to understand it, not only are you going to be able to use it, but you will have already been using it, right? So I love Modes Workshop. It is my most favorite class to teach. I hope that you'll join me. There's more info in my bio. If you're watching me on Instagram, I'm not on Instagram, but if you're watching me on TikTok right now, head to the link in my bio. All my ear training resources are there. And if you want to know more about Modes Workshop Live, you don't want to miss it, man. It's going to be February the 17th through April the 7th. We're going to have an amazing time. So come get your ears upgraded, baby. All right, y'all. I got to go. But I'll see you on Wednesday. Wednesday is ear training day, so I hope to see you there. And yeah, until then, this has been the Robin's Nest Live. I've been Ashley Robin, and I hope to see you.